Go, cat.
Me?
Asana's sitting somewhere.
Yeah, she's out on the deck. She's rereading the letter again. If we're being honest with ourselves, if we're being dead
Oh.
ass, she is rereading her letter. I told you she misses them a lot.
Okay. Taoka walks outside just because he needs like a little breath of fresh air and immediately spots Asana with the letter in hand and assumes like the change of demeanor and the change of attitude is because of said letter. So, I mean, surely, if the mood's up, they can talk for once since last time. He approaches
Ooh.
and he just like stands beside, not really trying to look at the letter, but like close enough for Asana to notice that he means to talk to her.
She does go and hide the letter. She like puts it back in its envelope and she puts it back in her bag very quickly. She's a little bit defensive about it, but that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay, Queen. Are you just gonna sit here and stare? Or do you actually have something to say this time?
No, I do actually have multiple things to talk about. Was the letter nice, at least?
Yeah, it was nice. Some people back at home.
I can see why. Do you miss it?
Home? Obviously. I've been saying that.
Rather, I meant the people. I'm not actually sure who sent you the letter, but I would assume it's someone special to you.
Yeah. I miss them a lot. I don't like being away from home a lot, because I don't like being away from... She pauses for a minute. It's clear that she's debating on what word to use, whether she goes with family or friends. My people.
And he understands inevitably what she means to say. Yeah, I guess that can be a little bit jarring. I don't like to be away from home for too long either. Even though
6 months is a long time.
And even then, it didn't feel like it passed, but it clearly did for the rest of them. And that doesn't it fill you with a little bit of guilt?
Well, obviously. You think I've been moody for no bugging reason?
No, well, you can be moody for multiple reasons. I mean, I'm not one to guess.
You know, you should do a little bit more of that then.
Oh, well, I'm not really good at reading people.
I can tell.
Well, I mean, I'm not here to, like, dim out your flame or whatever. I understand that the place might be very special to you. I can't seem to say the same about it, but if the compass is taking us there, then might as well.
Yeah, might as well, because where else are we gonna go? Middle of buttfuck nowhere at your request again?
He doesn't say anything. He just looks a little. You can see it in his face. He looks very, very upset about that. Like the comment. He looks guilty.
Why, you feel bad about that now? After you dragged us all out here for what? Again, like I said, to check on somebody who could have handled himself. But if the compass is pointing to Frostfire, then I'm not going to complain. But we are probably going to have to go back to whichever god we were dealing with. I don't really catch their names.
Well, I went back for the same reasons that you're excited to go to Frostfire, so...
But I'm not really forcing you all to go to Frostfire. The compass is a little different.
I didn't... He, like, scratches his head, but he kind of, like, a little bit awkward. I didn't exactly force you either, as...
And I've been saying this, entire trip since we found out it's been 6 months. There's really no point in splitting up at this point, even if we wanted to, which I do. I could leave at any second. I could go. And honestly, I should sometimes, because I feel like I'm, again, the most competent out of everybody here. But I don't, because this is sort of important. So I don't just leave because I miss home.
And does it feel lonely to think that way?
Yeah, obviously.
Do you want to feel lonely thinking that way?
I feel lonely either if I do or don't, so who cares?
I don't think that's normal, but I guess I understand.
You would, so.
What is... Okay. I should have went to check on my dad.
I guess. Not like we had much time there, considering you, again, kind of rushed us to the tavern, and then we kind of had to deal with your end.
I know,
shut up.
He died, and it was my fault, and I understand that it was my fault.
Yeah, you killed a guy.
I know. There's been like 3, something like that, and I know that number is gonna go up. It doesn't make me feel any better about it.
I mean, that's kind of low, all things considered.
Well, there is necessity kills, which is usually happening on adventures, and then there's spite kills, which is the ones that I find unnecessary. And I've killed 3 whole people out of spite, which... He, like, grimaces.
Again, kind of a low number. Not saying that I've killed someone before. I don't like to get my own hands dirty. I'm sure you could tell. I rather not. But...
Well, I don't like to get my hands dirty either. I'm not
meant sure to about that.
I'm meant to protect. I'm meant to follow others.
You're doing a shit job at that.
Wow. Haha. I'm trying my best, and that's, I fear, the most that I can.
Maybe a little harder?
Maybe sometimes the people that I want to protect are also my family.
Can't protect everybody all at the same time, again. There's no point in rushing out to
choose.
But it's wrong when I want to disappearing leave, but you want to leave. Totally fine. Totally fine to just up and leave the party and go wherever you want. Have us follow along. But if I even think to myself that I'm better than you, and I'm smarter than you, and I'm more competent than you, and I could survive on my own without any of you, fair for Yuuji-kun, then I'm the bad guy. And I'm antisocial, and I don't like anybody, and I hate everybody, and I'm a rude, stuck-up little bitch.
I never said that. I never.
You don't have to say it.
Those words. And I
never
have to say applied any of it. I don't think you're a bad person, Asana.
Well, I think I am, so I don't particularly care for that opinion.
He, like, keeps quiet for a little bit. Well, I mean, I'm not trying to make you feel better. I'm not good at that in the first place. But I really don't think that you sticking around and not leaving is for nothing. Like, maybe it means something. Well, maybe it will mean something. I don't know. Who knows what the future brings?
Well, like I was saying, it's not like destiny's linear. Not like I know exactly what's ahead, but I still have the choice to leave. And I'm choosing to stay. Out of the goodness of my heart. Not really because I want to, but, no point in leaving now. Besides, we're on our way to Frostfire, so I really shouldn't have anything to complain about. All things considered, we're going where I want to go. So.
Oh, I'm just saying. I'm sorry, I'm not really good at this. I don't want us to feel. I don't want you to feel like you have to walk on eggshells around me.
You think I'd do that?
Well, it's not that you do, it's just that it feels like you don't like me all that much. And I can understand why, and I would understand if you said yes, but it's not my intention to make you feel as if there is the word that I'm looking for and I can't seem to find it.
Well, if it's any solace, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't have a nickname for you. I don't have one for Kaori. I hate her. If I really truly didn't like you, I wouldn't talk to you. I wouldn't waste my breath.
Oh, that's true.
But in that same vein, what?
Why do you do nicknames anyway?
Why are you asking?
I don't know. It seems like you have, again, a nickname for everyone but Kaori.
I have nicknames for most people. I don't like certain people, so they don't get one. They don't deserve it. But do you not like Putakun? I think it's fun.
I mean, I'm not surprised at this point. I mean, you can. I mean, I've been called words, and I've been called so many weird renditions of things. So that is like the last of my problems.
Okay. And what do you care so much about if I use a nickname or not, or where they come from, or why?
I don't know. I guess it's like maybe if we are gonna get stuck on this road for a long time, then might as well try to make the attempt to get to know the others more closely.
Is that how you see it? How about this? I have a game that we can play.
Huh. And the game is?
Have you ever heard of 20 Questions?
There's a grimace. I do.
Not a fan?
I mean, a really awkward head scratch. It's not that I don't like it, it's just that Are there any guidelines, boundaries?
Well, kind of obvious. You ask me 20 things, so I answer as truthfully as I can. And then vice versa. I ask you 20 questions and you answer as truthfully as you would like to. I mean, I can't tell if you're lying, but I can make a really good assumption as to whether or not people are. I've been told I'm pretty good at reading people.
Oh, well, this feels a little, this feels a little unfair to me, isn't it?
You've been the one asking questions and bothering me. Oh, you want to get so close now, and now when I pitch something, so all of a sudden it's not fair?
Well, he has no defense.
That's what I
He has no
thought.
defense. It's not. Sure, whatever. It can't get any worse than whatever the fuck happened. Do you start? Do I start? Who starts?
If you want to keep asking questions, you can go.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Fine.
AKA, we flip a coin. Or actually, we can just roll the dice. Hold on. Oh, we roll a. Do we roll a? Do you want to roll a d6?
Yeah, hold on.
Highest number goes first.
Okay, ready?
Uh-huh. Oh, I got a 1.
Oh, I got a 4.
Darn.
Darn.
Well, I guess seems like you go first.
I guess it does. She's trying to think of a question. She looks like she's pondering really hard. It's not because she doesn't have a question, it's because she has a couple, but they're all really mean-spirited.
Oh my god. Sweating.
She really wants to ask about Hayato.
Oh, sweating really hard.
I have to ask. Correct me if I'm wrong, you're a pacifist, right?
Yes, that's your first question?
Sure, what kind of does that?
Is this a back and forth thing?
No, or... I'm gonna keep going.
Great.
And as a pacifist, you seem to have a lot of skills, considering pacifists don't kill. I do have to ask, though, when we were down at the caves, and we saw Yuuji, you hadn't pitched in to smite her until you saw your ex. And I really thought you were truly a pacifist, but it seems like you got overtaken by emotion, is that correct? That's question number 2, for the record.
Yeah, I don't, Yeah, I'm not... There are a few exceptions in which I can get pretty impulsive.
Impulsive?
Very.
Noted. You know, I have to wonder for a guy that kind of claims he doesn't particularly care. I do have to wonder then why it got such a reaction out of you.
To what now?
Him being there? Just generally. You could have just left him alone. Not like he'd seen us, not like he was doing anything. And besides, you doing that made the smite on Yuuji way worse than it originally was, and she's gonna be super mad.
Well, I don't like him, Matt. There's like a few people which I can explicitly state that I don't like, or I don't know that I have a lot of conflicting opinions about people and feelings about people, but there are a specific few that I find unredeemable, or I don't know, something like that.
And so he was one of them?
If you would like to see it that way.
I mean, Sure. I have no
That's
strong
question
opinions
number
on the
4.
guy. I know, I've been keeping track.
You don't take good care of your questions a lot, do you?
I ask what I feel like I need to know.
Whatever.
It's only 4 of 20. It's still got a lot of questions. Why are you just itching to ask next? I mean, I'm not stopping you.
Wait, repeat that?
I said I'm not stopping you from interjecting. I just had a point to make with my first couple ones.
Okay.
Aren't you just
okay.
itching to...
Oh, that wasn't a question. That wasn't quite... Okay. No, I got like super out of it for a fat second.
Lock in, lock in!
No, I'm trying. It keeps cutting out though. Hey, go on. Go. We gotta crash this car.
We gotta crash. Aren't you like just itching to ask questions, especially if you think I'm using mine so unwisely?
I mean, it's not like I have a lot of things to ask.
Well, you agreed, so clearly there's stuff that's on your mind enough to ask.
Well, yeah.
Like I said, if you have a problem with me using my questions up all at once, then you can interject as much as you'd like. More fun when there's a back and forth, I think.
If you would like to see it that way.
I do. I'm going to take it that you're not going to ask another question. And if that's the case...
No.
And so if that's the case, I'll just keep going. And so... I do again have to wonder about mostly how you act, mostly how you think. Most of my questions are probably not appropriate to ask. I mean, not that they're inappropriate. It's just more you don't really ask people that sort of thing. Plus, I'm enough good at observing to figure it out myself, so I really wouldn't need to ask you. I do have to wonder what you saw in that guy. That's 5.
As in how I got with him in the first place?
Take it however you want. I'm just wondering what you saw in a creepy old guy. Because if I remember correctly, I look considerably young, and he's the one that flirted with me. So, again, I have to wonder.
Well, even... I didn't know that part. I really did not. I was not expecting that, but at this point, after everything, it doesn't really surprise me anymore. I guess at one point I found him funny or whatever. But he can charm people, I'll give him that.
Call that charming? Ugh.
I mean... You are now way smarter than I was when I got with him. I have not been with him for a long time.
I'm far younger than you, and I'm, like I've said, way smarter.
Well, and I was also, I don't know, 15 when I first got with him.
Ooh,
maybe younger. And I'm
I wouldn't have made
72.
such a silly decision. Ooh.
Don't. I'm not that
You're
old.
also shit.
I'll live for thousands of years.
It still doesn't make you any younger. That's old as fuck.
Whatever. What question is this?
I think I'm on 5.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you asked another one after that. You'd be on 6.
I guess I'm on 6 then. I also have to. I do also have to wonder more things, I guess, about the tunnel. Since I'm just so mean and awful. Really, why did you rip up that book?
The
Yuuji-chan's.
The book with the pictures of us?
Yeah.
Well,
You don't think that she has a backup?
I know, but I wouldn't be surprised. But if anyone was going to see it then, I guess I could, like, stall. If they're gonna see it at one point, I could stall.
Kind of a dumb reason, to be honest with you. You're assuming that somebody in charge of a guard would it not have backups of the people that they've been following and tracking and stalking for
I know, but
6 months.
Didn't.
Furthermore,
that's not my concern.
It does seem a little childish to rip up such information. What, you think I'm gonna use it against you?
Maybe, kind of. Maybe
kind of?
But someone else, I don't.
Do you have such little faith in me that you think I'd really use information second-handly? What I like to cite my own sources.
Not just you, not the fact that you'd be using it against me, just the fact that I guess I'd lose some sense of agency if I don't tell people about the things that could be in there myself. Not like I really stopped to read what was on there in the first place, but I can assume what kind of information it was.
Well, you could assume, but that doesn't make you right, especially because you don't know you, John. Not like I do, at the very least.
I mean, it's not like I have said anything about myself at all. We're playing this game because of that, aren't we?
Yeah, considering you want to know everything that there is to know. When it gets so close, and yet you haven't opened up to anybody. And you seem to run away a lot.
Like a long, heavy sigh from his heart.
Intense stare from Asana, with her shit-eating grin, mind you.
Great. Anything else? We're just getting started.
We really are. I'm still got, what, question 10 to go through? So.
Wait, are we on question 10?
I'm on question 10. You've still got, like... She, like, dismissively waves her hand. Because he hasn't really asked her anything.
He doesn't. He seems to not like that at all. Like the concept of asking her anything.
I'm surprised you haven't asked anything, considering you were so pushy before we started.
I have my reasons.
Do you know? I just think you don't like fun. Fine, if you're not going to say anything, I'll continue going. Before we all came together as a group, what were you doing?
Traveling alone.
Interesting. So what, you did that for fun? You criticized me for being lonely, and yet here you are.
Well, I kind of learned that at one point. I mean, I kind of learned that at one point. I wasn't really expecting for people to actually land in a party with me again.
Is that really all you were doing? That's lame.
Well, if you want me to answer that I was living a miserable life with my mother, you wouldn't really, you know. I guess you could find that interesting.
I was gonna comment that it is pretty interesting, to be honest with you. It's fairly more interesting than I was traveling all alone and myself so lonely, so miserable.
Well, it was a combination of the two in the end, so I'm not. It's not like I'm really lying.
I never said you were lying. Again, you can feel free to lie all you want during these things. I'll eventually find out the truth.
I know.
I always
that's why
do.
I don't even bother.
Besides, you don't strike me as the type of guy to sort of lie throughout these sorts of things.
No, I've been told that I'm kind of a pushover.
I was gonna say a goody two shoes. I mean, I could say a lot more things. Goody two shoes, pushover, kind of loner, distant. You kind of think, kind of act like you're more above than the rest of the party by being so distant. Not that you are. There's a difference between us because I am inevitably better.
We can unpack that later.
Back what?
Anyway, it's not like I try to seem that way. It's just that I really don't know how to start. I don't know. I have never been really all that good at making friends.
Neither am I, but yet I've got a pretty wide social range. I know a lot of people.
Knowing people isn't the same as making friends.
As if you're me.
I can't talk to people. I'm not good at talking to people.
You're talking to me right now.
That is because I have to, and if I don't, you'll find out anyway. You
didn't have to come up to me. You could have left me to be on the deck by myself. You could have gone back to the party for all I care. You could have conversated with any one of those people, and yet you chose to come bother me.
Because I felt like I hurt you last time that we talked, and I
you did.
Wanted to say that. I wanted to apologize.
You could have led with that. Things. She kind of winces at the thought of fixing a relationship. She's not really good at those. No, you did hurt me. For the record.
I know. I know that very, very clearly.
I'm mad, for the record. I'm just in a better mood now.
I would hope so. That letter seemed like it was important to you.
Already said it was.
Well, you could be lying. Or something.
What reason would I have to lie about a letter I've been clearly rereading? Let's not lie to ourselves here and pretend that you didn't come and find me rereading it. Why would I reread something that makes me so miserable? Why would I stick around things that make me so miserable? The only reason I stick around here, again, is because of the stupid fucking prophecy. I could go. I should go sometimes.
I guess that's true. Anything else you're curious about?
Not particularly. Maybe if you were to ask me more questions, maybe I'd have more things to bounce off of, just saying.
Where are we again? I lost track again.
I believe I'm on 14.
Okay. That makes sense.
I mean, I've still got 6 more questions to go, and you really haven't used any. I don't think you've asked an actual question yet, to be honest. And I don't think that's quite fair.
Oh, I haven't thought about it. It's
You went on before we started about how it's not fair for you. And yet my rules were pretty clear in being fair enough.
I can get through mine once we're done with yours, I think.
I told you I'd have more questions if you gave me more things to work with, and I don't have things to work with if you don't ask me anything.
I don't see that how that correlates at all.
If you ask me something, I can logically infer things about you while you're asking that question.
He like stumbles a little bit. He fidgets with his hand. I mean, I guess I could start by asking who the letter was from.
I feel like she fiddles with her bag a little bit. She's tempted to pull it out again, but she doesn't, because she doesn't want to show him, because she doesn't trust him enough with the information within the letter, and she just sort of shrugs instead. From a friend back in Frostfire. She tilts her head. Friend question mark. Doesn't say that part a lot, but like friend question mark. I miss him.
He doesn't say it out loud, but he notices that the tone that was used for friend was ambiguous, which that is immediately in his head, like, whoa, that like
Whoa.
aligns to, it's not a friend, but it's also nothing else. Like it is like something closer to a best friend. That's what he assumes. He associates himself like to Meguri. Wow, I'm really not good at this at all.
You're not.
I mean, I am not one to pry into others' business in the first place. Or I guess I did come to talk to you, but it's different when it's a game. In a way.
You don't like playing games?
It's not that I don't. I just don't like the games in which that to feel like someone is forced to answer in the first place.
How about this? You stop treating it like a game, I'll continue treating it like a game. I treat most things like a game anyways.
I can see that. Well, I don't know. I'm not. I could have more things to ask, but I don't. To think of them on the spot, I'm not.
You're not curious? Nothing? Really?
I don't know. I really. He like scratches his neck and like laughs pretty awkwardly, and it really looks like a really painful, awkward laugh. God, it gets to a point.
She kind of laughs. It's not clear if she's laughing with him or at him. Maybe it's both in this scenario.
Well, I. Hmm. Uh. Wow,
Nothing.
I'm really not good at this. No, I don't.
Here you were preaching about wanting to get to know me better.
I guess I.
This is a bit awkward, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess you could finish yours.
I'm pretty sure I'm out of questions at this point. I stopped keeping
Mm,
track.
No, you're still at 14.
No, I've asked a couple more in between.
Do they count in the first place?
I count them.
Well, I don't really count them. I didn't really see them as relevant enough to count them.
Well, you're not the one that put the rules in place, are you?
Well, I am playing the game, but
My game. It's my rules. If I see a question is fit enough to ask, then I ask it. And I count it. Just because you don't see them as relevant, air quotes relevant, doesn't mean that they're not relevant to me. Every question gives a little piece of information about anybody if you ask it right or ask the right person.
well, that really didn't give you anything, did it?
You don't know that. Just because you don't like playing guessing games doesn't mean I don't.
I mean, I could try, but I don't know. We've established I'm really out of juice or whatever. I don't like to meddle into other people's business or like ask
No,
things
I
that
can tell.
they are forced to answer.
I mean, I'm not forcing myself to answer. I'm willingly giving up information. What more could you possibly want? For me to stand up in the middle of the deck and proclaim my whole backstory before we met?
Not really. You can keep that to yourself.
I'd rather keep that to myself.
Well, I don't know. What were you doing before the party?
Travel a lot. I travel with Uji-kun specifically. My dad doesn't like to leave his workshop, so I'm the one that has to go meet with everybody that commissions him, essentially. And that brings me literally everywhere. Well, I get why he doesn't like to travel, and I don't mind it. I just didn't think that going to the cove for something was going to lead to this.
What does your dad do?
He's an inventor, because Frostfire is full of those. A lot of smart people up there. My dad's the smartest.
It's not like I've met a lot of the brightest ones up there.
Probably not. Well, you never run into me, so clearly everybody else that you had met were not the best, nor the brightest.
He makes a face. Well, it's not like I went to the main city in the first place, so it's fine, I guess.
You guess. What's the face for?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know why you're making gestures.
I know why I'm making the face. You ran out of you ran out of your questions. I can decide not to answer now.
Darn.
Since you so claim that you were out of questions, even though I told you you were not, that means that
Well, I guess now I'm out. Well, then I guess I'm out now, and that means you should start asking.
I
How
have
about
been
you?
asking.
Ask more.
Wow, you're so eager to talk about yourself, aren't you?
I've got
Why?
nothing better to talk about. And it's not like, well, other people are really interesting. The only thing interesting about people are what they're hiding.
So wouldn't that make
And
it less interesting to ask them things rather than?
no, because they don't tell me everything. There are things that people rather keep hidden, such as yourself. I know, for example, that you're not going to tell me everything, even if I ask and I plead and I grovel and I beg. You're still not going to give that information up, relatively
Please,
speaking. And
please don't beg for that information. Please don't beg.
I'm not begging to you or at you or ever in that sense. Again, I have no reason to if I could figure it out myself.
That's. Uh, I'm not even sure if I should be saying that. That's great. So that's great, sweetie. Like whatever. You can learn whatever you want from me. But I don't. I don't really.
I mean, I've said it before. I keep notes on you all.
Well, maybe that kind of was the reason why I was so eager to rip up that journal.
What, did
I'm
you think
just
I was going
saying.
to transfer those notes into mine? Again, I don't like using secondhand information. The only reason I've ever used secondhand information is it's a tip about something. And if it's a tip, it's not really secondhand. It's just pointing in the direction of where I can find my own information. I rather don't like using other people's experiences or really listening to what others have to say about somebody else, unless I'm the one starting those rumors. But
I guess. This does beg the question. You you met Yuuji relatively recently. That would mean that you, for the longest time, were basically on your own. What?
I wouldn't say basically on my own, but
Uh, well, that you answered something that wasn't a question.
she kind of shrugs.
Does it feel different now with Yuuji?
I guess it's funner when you have somebody to travel with, but I don't mind traveling on my own. I mean, she kind of laughs, trails off, doesn't finish that sentence. You know what I'm implying. She knows what I'm implying. I
Well,
mean,
I
I
know what she's implying. Taoka does it. So he like cranks his eyebrow up a bit, and that means
she like waves him off dismissively. I never said I had to answer honestly. I could lie for all you know. I mean, I think it's obvious that I pray to the god Pern.
you okay.
Traveling
Well,
alone has never really been a issue for me specifically. But it's nicer having Yuuji with me.
do
And
you
I guess
find
it's
that maybe
nicer.
that loneliness can be just bad? I don't know how to word this. This isn't really about Pern. It's just about, I guess, what that means for you to be traveling with Yuuji. Isn't that against the whole point?
Not really. Followers more believe in thinking about themselves above other people. It's not like I'm not allowed to travel with other people. That'd be stupid. It's more so that if, for example, the entire party were to get suddenly and very viciously attacked by a Z monster and we were all about to die, I'd save myself before I went to go and save anybody else. But somebody like you, for example, would probably prioritize the more weaker members of the group. Is that correct?
Yeah, I guess that is. But that I don't find that to be entirely true. I mean, you just said you'd save yourself, but back there you were so eager to jump the gun and defend Yuuji.
I have no reason to give him up. And besides, that guy was an asshole. I'm not giving out my best friend to an asshole.
And you wouldn't risk your life for your best friend?
She like kind of shakes her head. It's not a nod, but it's not like a no gesture. I mean, I would, depending on the situation. But my life is ultimately more valuable than anybody's.
Well, that tells me more about yourself than anything else.
Really now.
He shrugs. Is... He, like, pauses and looks at to, like, the sea again. Like, he doesn't really know how to answer, like how to ask, how to say anything. So he just kind of stands there and he just ooh. And
But nothing else to say now?
Do you have anyone outside your dad and your friend back there?
Kind of thinks about it for a second. And it's kind of clear that she doesn't. But she's about to lie straight to Taoka's face about it. Of course I do. I've got tons of friends everywhere. I've got Yuuji-chan, and I've got some of my travel buddies, and I just like know people. So of course I have other people.
And to you, well, we've seen her before, but to you specifically, who is this? And there's a pause and like ooh, grimace. Yuuji-chan?
She kind of laughs a little bit. You really that unobservant? How many times do I have to talk about her for you to pick up on the fact that like if she like crosses her fingers?
This isn't. This when you talk about her, I know everyone knows. It's obvious that you talk as if what the context with us is. I'm asking about the context with you, which is different.
Is it not the same?
No.
Do I talk about her like that to everybody?
And to yourself?
Including myself. Of course. Do you think I stare sadly into the mirror and fucking talk differently to myself? You...
And what happened between you?
Complicated. Stuff that I wouldn't really want to tell you happened. And it escalated, and then it blew up, and we stopped traveling together, and I started traveling alone. Kind of
I can't
simple.
really complain about your rules, can I?
No.
Seems like that's such a non-answer. Well, not like I can't infer anything from it. It's just still seems like you're very eager to deflect, and
I'm not deflecting. There's just things that I'd rather you not know about. Just like how you have things you'd rather me not know about. And part of those things happen to involve her. Well, after all, we're like this.
If it serves us some sort of relevance, I would have answered if you asked, I think.
You think?
I think that's what I would have done.
You're too honest.
I know. He like stumbles on that one. Like he really stumbles on that one.
Oh my god, this is going to be like...
I know. I'm too earnest. Again, I'm such a pushover, and I'm a yes man with no spine.
Do you want me to disagree or something? I'm prone to say yes, you are.
I know, and that's why I'm telling you, because you won't try to make me feel like you won't try to make me feel better, and I guess that's why it's refreshing to say it with you, I guess.
Kind of raises her eyebrows at that, because, like, most people would get annoyed with somebody when they agree with things like that, and most people would not like to hear that, especially coming from Asana, of all people. Is that how you see this?
Well, I mean, he turns away, like he turns away for a second. Like, I don't like when people lie to my face, so I'd rather they not lie to my face whenever it's about me either.
I don't like liars either, but I don't like cheaters or creepy people or most people actually thinking about it.
I can see why. I don't. It's not like I have strong opinions about anyone, or most people, I guess, but I can see why you would.
I have strong opinions because people give me reasons to have those opinions. Take Kaori, for instance. I have a list of reasons why I don't like her as strongly as I do.
I know. And do you have anyone you don't like? Well, not that you don't like, but that you explicitly or outwardly or whatever more strongly dislike or hate, even like outside of the party.
Kind of thinks about it for a minute, and there's an answer. And once again, we know the answer. He doesn't know the answer. I mean, I
She can't
do,
ask the
but
answer.
nope. I mean, I do, but telling you the name of the person would be just as the same as giving up the information about me and you, John. It's the same thing. So all you really need to know is that there's somebody out there I have personal gripes. That's several people, but the one I'm thinking of is particularly. And she kind of stares off for a second. Weird. I don't like him. And if I were to see him again, I'd tell him that to his face.
Uh, like, I guess that makes sense. I don't really want to ask why you hate him, but I can assume it's something. I mean,
But obviously, it's something.
you know what I mean.
Do I?
Probably. I would hope so.
She
Maybe
shrugs.
you yourself know the answer. I don't know.
Of course, I know the answer. I know how I feel better than most people know how I feel. Anybody, honestly.
Well, yeah, again, it is your feelings.
Not like anybody really understands me.
When did you start to feel that way? Like nobody understands you? Uh, why do you feel that way? As if nobody understands you?
Because they don't, obviously.
And when did you start to feel that way?
She kind of shrugs. And then counts on her fingers. We're back.
Okay.
She pauses and she counts on her fingers. It's looks like it's from a young age. Under 10, I want to say at the very least.
Okay, well, for the record, well, no, that can come later, I guess. And is that why you started to pray to Pern?
I guess. I started to pray because it best fit how I felt about most things. I don't really remember how I found out who he was, since from what I gather, from the little that I do gather about the gods, he's not really talked about a lot. Just sort of stumbled upon someone that does pray to him.
Yeah, there are reasons for that, but I don't. It's not. I mean, to a follower of Pern, I wouldn't really just start to talk about him in that way.
Probably shouldn't talk shit about a god that I pray to.
I know, that's exactly why I'm not doing it. I'm also just not the kind of person to do that in the first place.
Really, because all those insults you were throwing at us all really sounded like shit talk, but...
It got personal. I can kind of infer from the interaction.
Right. You're very contradictory, you know.
I know. Does it feel less lonely since you started to play to Pern?
Not particularly. I mean, sometimes I know I'm not alone, literally, because he's there sometimes. But like, what God isn't? And even then, it's just the physical feeling of not being alone. It's not like that makes my soul feel less alone. It's not like I suddenly get a heart and I love everybody and everybody's my friend, and relationships are shallow for a reason.
Do you think that might be your fault, or?
Probably is. I don't particularly care anymore, though.
And does that make you feel bad about yourself?
I mean, I already told you I'm a bad person, so I feel like you're smart enough that you can infer details that way.
I guess, yeah. Well, I'm not sure how to word this one. Do you wish that maybe none of this happened and that you weren't called over by the divine intervention to save the world or whatever?
Yeah. I'm not going to pretend I don't feel that way. I've made it very clear that I wish I could go. Made it very clear that I could go.
And you would keep living your life as you were before, I would assume?
For the most part, don't think much would have changed if I never got called. I guess I'd spend more time with the people I like. Maybe in some sick, twisted way I would have bumped into you guys. Maybe in some sick, twisted way you wouldn't have liked me.
Taoka's missing one last question, and he's really thinking about it. Like, he's really thinking about it. He stares out into the nowhere and for like a long time, and then he kind of like decides on something, and then turns towards her, but like really looks at her, not in her direction, in which he'd avoid usually to look at people's faces. He is looking at her, straight at her. And it's not like he's trying to, like, he's not trying to. It's not that he smiles, it's just that he's not frowning as he is usually. And if I'm not asking you to trust me completely. I'm telling you that I'm trying to get to know you because I don't. I think it's worth it, and but maybe somewhere in there is just some feeling of maybe if two loners find each other, they can feel a little bit less lonely. I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is that it'd be nice if we could friends.
Kind of raises an eyebrow. She doesn't know how to have a response to that. Again, it's just Sana, and all she has are fairly shallow relationships with most people, and she kind of just looks away and fiddles with her fingers. And you can try.
I'm trying.
I can tell. I'm not sure why you feel that way about me, but
well, we're not all that different, are we?
Are we?
Maybe we act different ways. Maybe we are. Maybe I am more impulsive in a way, and maybe you are more erratic. Maybe you have a lot of things, a lot of information about people, and maybe I don't know how to talk to people. Maybe we have a lot of differences, but ultimately we still landed in the same place, and we still have that familiar feeling of having no one. And if you would see it that way, maybe I am being selfish and maybe I just want to feel less lonely. But I guess I also want to feel like you aren't. And if me being less lonely means that you are less lonely, then that would work for me.
She's really trying to formulate like a response to push him away, and she really can't because it seems really genuine for once. Like she keeps opening her mouth to say something and looking at him, and then she looks away and closes her mouth and thinks about it a little bit more.
And
if that's how you see it.
I do, kind of. Well, I hope I do. Maybe it's a little confusing to notice sometimes, but when I am aware of that, I do feel that way. Maybe I am selfish and maybe I am a bad person and maybe I don't want to lose people again. And maybe you do remind me of someone, but to some degree, at first I thought I treated you as some extension of her, but I don't want to do that, and I'm trying not to do that, and that's why I'm asking you to be my friend, to ask you specifically to be my friend, because I don't want to do that.
I mean, there's nothing saying we weren't really friends before, but I guess I understand what you mean when you say friend. And I guess I'm okay with we're friends.
Taoka says nothing, but really nervously rubs his nose a little bit in that manner he does when he's awkward or unsure what to say.
Asana's hands are fidgeting because she also doesn't really know what to say. She's not really good in genuine scenarios. Again, Asana.
Taoka opens and closes his mouth twice, once or twice, but inevitably looks away. Finally, he finally looks away. He was just staring at her this entire time. I guess that's what I was trying to do. And maybe if I hadn't asked with the game, you would have said no. I mean, I can understand why people wouldn't want to be my friend, but, I
guess it would be nice to have a friend in the party that isn't Yuuji-kun.
I mean, it's always nice to have someone you're closer with in the party. I'm trying to keep the peace. Right? Maybe sometimes that's a little bit impossible, but it does help if surely you understand what I mean, even if I don't say it.
I'm smart enough to figure it out.
Great, good to know. Good to know you're smart enough to think that being my friend is a rational choice.
She kind of nervously smiles. It's one of her more genuine smiles than her shit-eating fake smiles. I guess. Something like that.
That smile is too nice.
That's it now.
It's better than your usual cheeky smile.
She goes back to the cheeky smile. Well, you don't like this one?
It's not that I don't, it's just that the other one feels a little bit more genuine.
What's the point of the smile? I don't say my genuinity for anybody. Nobody gets to see all the sincerity and whatever. That'd be no fun.
He sighs and shakes his head a little bit amused. You kind of remind me of someone back in Frostfire. Maybe you should meet him.
Do I now?
But he likes puzzles and riddles. Maybe you should bond over that or whatever. I don't know. I don't actually know. The thought of having you and him in the same room is kind of. Ooh, he like shudders a little bit, but he's like very visibly amused.
Well, if that's the case, I'm surely gonna have to go seek that person out. It's not going to scare you a little bit.
Well, we'll probably land in his shop anyway, so.
Noted.
Unless we get the small little window of luck in which he's not around the shop, and there's the other one, who I'm also acquainted with, and I like 1,000 times better than the other one. And I guess I could look forward to that in Frostfire.
I guess you could. I guess you could also look forward to meeting my dad. I think you'd like him. And we're going to see him.
Me?
Yeah. You do things that remind me of him. If he could like you, so.
I hope that's a good thing. I wouldn't really like it if you didn't really like your dad.
Well, I already said that he's the smartest person in Frostfire. It'd be kind of silly to say that he's the smartest person in Frostfire if I didn't like him.
I guess that's true.
I have to live with him. Don't live with my mom.
I don't live with my mom either. Well, sometimes I do. For the wrong reasons, but... He has... there's a little grin. And it's like... It's between amuse, but not the forced kind of amuse. It is a little bit authentic, genuine. I guess we have that one in common as well.
I guess so.
Well, that was a nice chat. I guess I shouldn't take more of your time out here if you plan to stay around.
Probably not. And there's probably somebody looking to talk to you. Knowing this party.
Well, I'm going to take a nap somewhere, see if I can. I probably will be able to.
You have fun with that. And if somebody asks me where you are, I'll probably lie.
Okay. I think your dad would be proud of you. He says as he walks away.
Don't say that to her! And as he walks away, Asana also gets out from where she was sitting. She doesn't know where she's going on. She just knows that she's going to go away before somebody catches her in a state of near tears. Someone's crashing their car! Both crashing their car!
We're crashing this damn car! Oh, dude, I have to fight tears like 3 times. 3 different times.
Oh, I'm fighting tears now as we speak.
Yeah. God, okay. It's so over. We're so back. It's so over. We're so back.
They're gonna cancel us on Blue Sky for saying that.
Oh, that was so long, dude.
That was really long. My mom came in.
Dude, but I think they kind of needed that anyway.
They did need that.
They needed that so much, dude. At least they got to sort it out. Oh my god.
Exactly.
Oh. Okay.
Who up crashing their car? Who up crashing their car?
Who up? Oh god. Okay. Great. Big fan of the car crashes. Big fan.